Chapter 8. He's My Tommy Lee. There are all kinds of stories out there about how Tommy Lee met Pamela Anderson. Some say they met at a New Year's party while he was high on ecstasy. Some say they met when Tommy licked her face at a club. The truth is, I introduced them. Sharice, Tommy, and I were at Bar One, a club on the Sunset Strip near Beverly Hills that Vince Neil had part ownership of and occasionally rented out for porn shoots. Pamela was at a table with an acquaintance of mine, a club promoter named Billy Atkins. The three of us were passing through the crowd. Billy grabbed my arm. "Hey, Bobby, do you know Pam?" "Of course. Hello, Pam." They invited us to sit down at their booth and have some cocktails. "So, aren't you going to introduce me to your guy, Bobby?" said Pamela, looking at Tommy. "I've been dying to meet you." "Tommy, this is Pamela Anderson. Pamela, meet Tommy Lee." I didn't think anything of it. Pamela and I had known each other for a few years from working on Married with Children and seeing each other around Hollywood. Now she was famous as C.J. Parker on Baywatch, which had become the highest-rated TV program in the world, thanks largely to her. Magazines had been comparing the two of us, sometimes calling me the new Pamela Anderson. Yes, we had a similar look, tousled blonde hair, sexy pout, silicone tits. We weren't twins, though. With my motor mouth and down-home attitude, I was all slacker meets Valley Girl, whereas Pamela had the white trash Bridget Bardot thing going on. Our personalities especially were very different. Pamela was coy and always played her cards close to her giant chest. I wore my heart on my sleeve and was incapable of doing cute. I was the goofball tomboy to Pamela's aloof vixen. We had already had some professional run-ins. Back when I was with Janie, Hugh Hefner had offered me a Playboy pictorial, and I arrived on the set only to find that they had canceled the shoot at the last minute for political reasons. I caught wind that Pamela, who had been on 4 covers, was not happy about her doppelganger, Bobby Brown, inching in on her turf, but I wasn't the one to hold a grudge. "Tommy, so good to meet you finally," said Pamela, a half-smile playing on her freshly glossed lips. Pamela started talking about herself and how she ate organic and cared about the environment and only used very little bit of electricity compared to her neighbors. "Also, I can play the drums," she added, playing air drums and shaking her hair, and Tommy nodded, impressed. Sharice turned to me, mouthing, "What the fuck?" "So I'm dating David Charvet, this guy on my show Baywatch?" Pamela continued, eyes fixed on Tommy's. "Talk about a pencil dick. I'm so over it." They dated for about 2 years, and then Charvet went on to marry Brooke Burke, co-host of Dancing with the Stars, which Pamela became a contestant on. "That sucks," said Tommy, looking amused. "Where I come from, they throw the small ones back." We all laughed, and Tommy squeezed my hand reassuringly.